Peppermint OS 32-bit edition installed on a Thinkpad with metal hinges. Strong enough to survive a missile strike or strong enough to work on your bicep curls. Hello. So, she's cute. So yes, this was installed on a 32-bit Thinkpad. Now this had originally Windows 7. That's right, Windows 7, and this ThinkPad still works. Hey, ThinkPads are like Lexus cars. They just keep going and going. Anyway, this is the fallback, or I believe it's the Gnome Flashback edition. Those of you who remember that, my first date with Linux was Ubuntu back in 2006. Of course, the old Gnome 2 look. And Peppermint OS team has taken that look and modified it with the latest features as you see here. So Peppermint OS, now they do offer the XFCE version. Have not tested that one, so I don't know which is faster, the Gnome Flashback or XFCE. Alright, so this is the Peppermint Hub. This is where you would go to get familiar with this, to install software. We have support for Flatpaks and snap packages, which I generally tend to avoid. They can be somewhat unpredictable. Suggested web browsers, they mentioned Firefox, so we're going to install that. Now this will bring up a terminal, a different way to install software. If you are new to all this, don't be scared. This is not that difficult to use. Generally speaking, you do not have to use a terminal anymore, at least to install your favorite software. So this has the old application places menu, as Ubuntu did back in its glory days. I guess you can call it its glory days way back. So the main menu, you can edit the main menu again if you played with Ubuntu way back when, or even with the latest Linux Mint Mate. This menu should look somewhat familiar. Just a simple drop-down menu. Sometimes simple, keeping it simple is better, right? Of course it is. So let's take a look at the Firefox web browser. Now this machine has the original hard disk drive, not an SSD, and it still works. Now it did run a little bit sluggish, but considering the age and Centrino processor and not an SSD, overall impressed that it works as good as it did. So yeah, I enjoyed installing this and using this for a short run. So the apps.gnome.org to install your application, or apps for GNOME as it's called here. You know what, the look of this, it's fine. It's okay. If you're looking for something a little more snazzy looking, more slick looking, this is not for you. But then this was not designed for that look. I would probably take a look at maybe Zorn OS Core Edition if you want something a little bit more slick looking. All right, some tweaks here, general tweaks. Suspend when laptop lid is closed, appearance, and so on. You've probably seen this before. Again, nothing out of the ordinary here. Simple navigation. I like the simple dark default theme to all of this. All right, so let's go to the resources here. And yeah, you know, this was, let's see, 1 point some gig download install, memory footprint about 1 gig of RAM on a dual core. So no surprises here. So if you're looking for a 32-bit operating system to revive, say, a ThinkPad, definitely take a look at this. Again, they offer the Gnome Flashback or XFCE. I may take a look at the XFCE, but for now, this seems fine. Peppermint OS, the Gnome Flashback 32-bit. Take a look at this. Yeah, not bad. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.